Hi everyone. Today we are going to see in this video Class 6 Term 1 Unit 1 Prose, that's sea turtles. We are going to know more about the sea turtles in this lesson, and it totally consists of three sections, that is section 1, section 2, section 3. First let us see what they have given in the section 1. So the first thing, I think most probably we know, we might have heard tortoise and we might have seen in the zoo or reptile park. But whereas sea turtle, I think it's not a commonly seen one. Whereas it's a marine relative. Whereas tortoise, it's a land animal. Whereas sea turtle, it spends its entire life in the sea. And in the world, totally we can see 7 species of sea turtles. Among them, 5 we can find it out in the India's coastal waters. They are the olive ridley, the hawksbill, the green sea turtle, the loggerhead, the leatherback. These are all the 5 commonly found in India's coastal waters. And sea turtles, usually if you see tortoise, it will be a small in size, whereas sea turtles, as they spend entire life in the sea, usually this is a thing, and it is large in size. We can find it out in a huge in size. And among the 5, as I mentioned you earlier, the smallest one is the olive ridley, which weighs 35 kg when it's fully grown. The largest one is the leatherback, and its length is 2.2 meter and it weighs 700 kg. As it spends entire life in the ocean, we can't say that it doesn't have any connection with the land. Of course, it has a connection with the land. That is all about it lay eggs. And among 5, the 5 which I have mentioned, the olive ridley, the hawksbill, the green sea turtle, the loggerhead, the leatherback. Among 5, the commonly seen one is the olive ridley. I think we might have seen many pictures or videos, or once in a year, or you could able to find it out in a newspaper, where many volunteers they came forward to save olive ridley's hatchlings. So the other 4, it's rare in India. They have given one of the fact, that is this mass nesting or arabida, it takes place in the three places in the world. The one is Odisha among the 3 places. During certain nights, these thousands of olive ridleys, they'll come to a particular beach and they'll lay eggs. This is one of the fact which was given in your textbook. And next, let us move on to the section 2. Between the month of January and March, these female olive ridleys, only during the night time, they come to the beach, that is, they'll come to the shore to lay eggs. There is a quite problem in this case, as it is a animal which lives in the sea. We could able to see the flippers in the picture, where that it helps the turtles to move gracefully, to swim gracefully in the water. But whereas it is not that much easier to move in the land, so it has to hold itself laboriously, it has to work itself hard in the land to move from one place to the another. So when it comes to the beach, it works hard to move from one place to the another, and it finally finds out a spot, and that is above the high tide line. And once it selects a spot, this olive ridley it creates a nest cavity with the help of its flippers. And if you look at the nest cavity, it is 54 centimeter deep, and it lays 100 eggs. And if you see all these 100 eggs, it will be equal in size, it will be same in size, and the size of the eggs, each and every egg, it will be in the size of the table tennis ball. And if you see, normally if hen lays an egg, it has to incubate to get its smaller ones. Whereas this once this olive ridley it lays eggs, it will cover that nest cavity with a sand, and it will return back to the sea, and these eggs will incubate under the warmth of the sun. If you see all the 100 eggs, whether it will hatch, no, it will not hatch, because there are people who will collect the eggs, and there are predators like jackals, domestic eggs, pigs. And if you see, because of these people and predators, all the eggs which were laid on the shore will not hatch. This is one of the thing. And once if the olive ridleys, if they lay eggs and they return back to the sea, it takes 45 to 60 days to hatch. And with the help of its egg tooth, the hatchlings, with the help of its egg tooth, it will push upwards to emerge out of the egg as well, out of the sand, and it will dash into the sea. And again, they have given you a fact, it's all about the sea turtle biology. And basically the sex of the embryo will be decided by the temperature. If it should be a male, its temperature is 27 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius, and if it is 30 degrees Celsius, it's a female, and if it is 29 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, it's an equal mix of male and female. So basically this temperature will decide the sex of the embryo. That was given as a fact here. Next, let us get into the section 3. This hatchlings, once if it hatches out of its egg, if it is 20 grams, if it weighs 20 grams or less than 20 grams, it's not possible, it's not that much easier to reach the sea. So it will be catched by the crabs or birds here, which they have given as a prey, which means that uh, where it is eaten by the animal as a food for living, that we can call it as a prey. Next, if you see thousands of hatchlings, among the thousands only one will become adult. After many years, these female hatchlings, they will come to the same beach to lay eggs. Once where they have hatched, they'll come to the same beach to lay eggs. So how we could able to find out that it's a vast one, the ocean, it's a vast one, we have many shores, and how this female olive ridleys, they find the same place, it's being a mystery. And we can say that these olive ridleys, they have survived many natural dangers for millions of years. But whereas nowadays, due to human activities for few decades, many reports are saying that these sea olive ridleys are in grave danger. So many factors, we can't say that one or two factors that threaten their survival. There are many factors that threaten their survival. The main reason here, they have given few of the main reasons, main factors that affects their survival. One is the people. The people hunt the hatchlings for their meat, or they collect their eggs. Accidentally, sometimes these hatchlings, they'll be trapped in the nest of the motorboats, which we could able to find out on the beach. And the other one is the pollution, and the other one is the dumping of plastics into the ocean. And the next thing is that construction activities that's happening on the nesting beaches, where the beaches on the beaches where the olive ridleys, they usually once in a year they'll come to the shore and they'll lay eggs. In that places, many constructional activities are taking place. That's one of the major factor that threatens their survival. Next, if we need to tackle all these problems, we need to think systematically. As one thing, what we are doing is that there are many volunteers to save this sea turtle, that is the olive ridley. They save the hatchlings and they'll let it into the sea, so that we can save it. So if we think systematically and if we take many steps, it will continue to exist in this world. So this is sea turtle. These are all the informations which is given in this prose 1, that is sea turtles, which was written by Shekhar Dattatri. And if you see, here is a man who has given a lots and lots of informations about the sea turtle, and he is Shekhar Dattatri, and he has written many popular articles on wildlife conservation and filmmaking, and he is interested in nature from his childhood, and he is an award-winning wildlife and conservation filmmaker. So these are all the informations which is given in Samacheer Kalvi textbook. Whereas if you need to know more about this man, that is Shekhar Dattatri, you can visit this website www.shekhardattatri.com. So this is all about the author of the Prose sea turtles. So thank you for watching. I hope it will be helpful for you.